On the 23rd of November, 1996, Ethiopian Airlines Flight 961 departed Addis Ababa on a routine flight bound for Nairobi, Kenya. Aboard were 175 people, passengers and crew, starting what should have been a normal journey. But just over an hour after takeoff, 3 armed hijackers took control of the plane, demanding a flight to Australia, a destination unreachable with the fuel available. As fuel dwindled over the vast Indian Ocean near the Comoros Islands, the crew was forced into an emergency water landing attempt. The Boeing 767 crashed onto a coral reef near the shore, breaking apart upon impact. 125 lives were lost that day, making it one of the deadliest hijacking disasters in aviation history. Today on Delta One, we explore the tragic story of Ethiopian Airlines Flight 961, a story of human courage, crisis, and survival against overwhelming odds. The Boeing 767-200ER was one of the most advanced aircraft of its time. Introduced in the early 1980s, it offered airlines a perfect combination of fuel efficiency, range, and passenger comfort for medium and long-haul flights. The ER stands for Extended Range, allowing the aircraft to cover distances over 12,000 kilometers, depending on payload and fuel. The plane was powered by 2 General Electric CF6-80 engines, each capable of delivering more than 60,000 pounds of thrust. Ethiopian Airlines operated several 767s in the mid-1990s, using them on key regional and international routes across Africa and beyond. At the time of Flight 961, the 767 was widely regarded as reliable and safe, with an excellent safety record. However, no aircraft, no matter how sophisticated, can overcome extreme challenges such as hijacking and fuel exhaustion. Flight 961 was scheduled to fly from Addis Ababa's Bole International Airport to Nairobi, Kenya, with a continuation to Kilimanjaro International Airport in Tanzania. The flight crew was led by Captain Lul Abate, a highly experienced pilot with more than 10,000 flight hours. His first officer, Jonas Mekkonen, was also well-trained and familiar with the Boeing 767 systems. The cabin crew was composed of professionals trained to handle both routine and emergency situations. On board were 163 passengers from various nationalities, including tourists, diplomats, families, and business travelers. Conditions at departure were normal, with clear skies and no reports of mechanical issues. About 1 hour after departure, the tranquility of the flight was shattered when 3 armed hijackers, wielding machetes and explosives, stormed the cockpit. They demanded to be flown to Australia destination more than 13,000 kilometers away. The captain calmly explained that the aircraft did not carry enough fuel for such a journey, and that the plane could not make it. He offered alternative landing sites closer by, but the hijackers refused and threatened to kill passengers if their demands were not met. The crew faced an unimaginable dilemma: to comply and risk fuel exhaustion far from any safe landing, or resist and provoke violence. The passengers remained mostly unaware of the situation unfolding at the front, but tension in the cabin quickly escalated. Under threat, Captain Abate diverted the aircraft eastward, heading over the Indian Ocean. The flight departed from its planned route by hundreds of kilometers, flying toward the Comoros Islands. Meanwhile, the crew closely monitored fuel levels, which were far below what would be needed to reach Australia. Despite attempts by the crew to negotiate a landing on one of the islands, the hijackers insisted on continuing the impossible flight. Communication with air traffic control was limited and tense, with the crew secretly requesting emergency assistance.
Mayday, mayday!
As the hijacking became apparent, the cabin crew began preparing passengers for a potential emergency landing. They calmly instructed passengers on brace positions and evacuation procedures. Many passengers later praised the crew's professionalism, courage, and efforts to maintain calm under pressure. Survivor testimonies highlight moments of kindness and solidarity, with passengers helping one another despite fear and confusion. As fuel reserves reached critical levels, the captain pleaded with hijackers to allow a landing on the Comoros Islands. Local air traffic control responded, offering assistance and preparing emergency services. However, the hijackers remained defiant, refusing all alternative landing requests. The crew realized the only option left was to prepare for a water landing, a maneuver seldom practiced and extremely dangerous. At approximately 15:35 local time, the Boeing 767 descended for a controlled ditching near the coast of Grande Comoros Island. The aircraft touched down harshly on the ocean's surface, striking a coral reef and rocky outcrops. The impact caused the fuselage to break apart and start flooding. Chaos ensued as passengers and crew evacuated into the turbulent waters. Local fishermen and island residents rushed to the scene, displaying incredible bravery as they helped survivors reach shore. Despite heroic rescue efforts, 125 of the 175 on board lost their lives. Many died from drowning or injuries sustained during impact. Survivors were taken to local hospitals, where medical teams worked tirelessly under difficult conditions. The tragedy shocked the aviation world and sparked debates on security and crisis management. Investigations revealed the hijacking as the primary cause of the accident. The professionalism and bravery of the crew were widely praised for mitigating an even greater loss of life. Security lapses allowing armed hijackers to board with weapons were identified. Lessons learned led to major improvements in aviation security worldwide. Flight 961's tragedy accelerated global efforts to improve airport and airline security. Measures such as reinforced cockpit doors, enhanced passenger screening, and specialized crew training became standard. Today, the incident remains a somber reminder of the risks hijacking poses to civil aviation. Survivors recall acts of remarkable bravery and compassion. One passenger famously used a seat cushion as a makeshift life jacket to save a child. Others helped evacuate elderly and injured passengers amid panic. These stories of humanity shine brightly in the darkness of tragedy. Ethiopian Airlines Flight 961 remains a powerful testament to courage, crisis, and the fragile nature of life at 35,000 feet. Thank you for watching Delta One. If you found this story meaningful, please subscribe and like to support more aviation stories. Until next time, fly safe.